Good morning. Oh, I'm not going to worry about what the light is looking like. Welcome to the channel, Gray Cloudy Day. I'm Gray Cloud. It says at the eternal moment. Trying to make it just short and sweet, if I can. Do a Jesus calling video. A little bit tired this morning. The past couple days I've been, staying a little bit more busy during the day, whether that be streaming a couple of times and as well as walking and other things, but just trying to, like yesterday, I never did go in my room at all and lay down and rest or take a break or anything. I just stayed up in the front room all day. I made 2 walks in yesterday. Probably not going to get a walk in this morning because I'm going to be getting ready to go to church. I plan on going to a service today. That's just my plans, unless something comes up between now and then. But let's go into this. June 29th. As you get out of bed in the morning, be aware of my presence with you. You may not be thinking clearly yet, but I am. Your early morning thoughts tend to be anxious ones until you get connected with me. Invite me into your thoughts by whispering my name. Suddenly your day brightens and feels more user-friendly. You cannot dread a day that is vibrant with my presence. You gain confidence through knowing that I am with you, that you face nothing alone. Anxiety stems from asking the wrong question. If such and such happens, can I handle it? The true question is not whether you can cope with whatever happens, but whether you can, or whether you and I together can handle anything that occurs. It is this you and I together factor that gives you confidence to face the day cheerfully. This question was brought up, or the thought yesterday came to me. I was making a comment on a fellow YouTuber's short yesterday, and like they had titled it something about alone, and then the song that was playing was kind of I think it was a religious song, and it was like relating to that you're not alone. I'll be there by your side. I'll be there for you, And it got me, thinking about, it led me to titling my second stream yesterday to, there's a difference between being alone and accepting that you might be alone, like physically alone. But that doesn't mean we don't still feel lonely. Like, I know I'm not truly alone because I do have a good relationship with the Spirit and the Big Kahuna. But realistically, I experience loneliness quite often throughout my week. From week to week, there's at least a few days during a week that I feel somewhat like I wished I could have more interaction with people other than just online. I wished I lived in a little bit bigger place, like not out so far, and had a car. It wouldn't matter where I'm living right now if I drove and had a vehicle and could go somewhere, but I don't have that, so I have to deal with what I have. Anyway, that was kind of part of the discussion in the second stream yesterday. I mean, that was just me by myself, but I brought that up and talked about a little bit about that. The difference in feeling loneliness, but also knowing that you're not really alone because you have a relationship with your Creator. But how do you deal with the loneliness, the human side of the feelings? Because ultimately we still want to be in companionship with some people, it's good for us, I think. So let's read the reference scriptures real quick. Psalm 5. Verse 3, listen to my voice in the morning. Listen to my voice in the morning, Lord. Each morning I bring my request to you and wait expectantly. Psalm 63, 1. O God, you are my God. I earnestly search for you. My soul thirsts for you. My whole body longs for you in this parched and weary land where there is no water. Reaching out for when I'm in those moments of loneliness, those are usually those moments where y'all are seeing less. That's when I'm probably experiencing my struggle with wanting to drink. That's when you'll see me probably not doing streams as much. And even sometimes missing, it's rare that I don't do a video in a day here lately over the past while, other than a few weeks ago, I was in a bad place, and there was a couple of days that I was off, like, didn't do a video one day. I caught it up the next day by doing 2 videos, not skipping anything. Then I ended up missing another day, and then I just was like, not worried about trying to catch it up, just picked up where I left off. But I fixed that part of it. It's just, I'm just explaining why sometimes when I am distant and not responding to your comments as much, or maybe I've slowed down on, like I said, streaming, or you don't even see me in your comments. If you have a channel and you're used to me every once in a while trying to, give some encouragement in your comments, and I like to share other people's content also on my community. If you have a channel, and I enjoy your stuff, I want to help you also grow. So, but that's why sometimes I'm in certain places in my head, and that's just because I'm not dealing with the loneliness so well. That's when I have to reach out to the Spirit and say, please, man, I can't do this all by myself. Let's read the last one. Philippians 4:13. Chapter 4, verse 13. For I can do everything with the help of Christ who gives me the strength I need. But even so, you have done well to share with me in my present difficulty. That went on into the verse 14. But so basically, I'm reiterating what this reading is saying. I really didn't know till this morning what this reading was going to say, but it resonates with me because of yesterday and what I had on my mind. I wasn't feeling lonely yesterday. I mean, I was a little anxious, and I went and did a live stream yesterday morning, and I think for about 40 minutes or something, and nobody really ever interacted on, there wasn't, if I remember correctly, I don't think the first stream I had any interaction, and then I did a second stream, and I had somebody come in and interact with me for a little bit, so that made it better. Like when I'm streaming, the whole point of me streaming is to try to have interaction. So if it's me doing a solo stream, I'm just giving y'all my side of it, that when I'm on there and I'm solo and there ain't nobody coming in to be on screen with me, the reason I'm on screen is because I'm either, sometimes I'm doing the stream just to be doing it and build the channel, but a lot of times it's because I'm a little anxious in the day, and I've reached a point where maybe I've done a few things here at the trailer, but I'm really I find myself maybe just sitting here procrastinating. I'm not doing anything at the moment, so it's kind of like, well, hey, at least streaming is being somewhat productive because it's also adding, time to the channel. It's building, hopefully, subscriber base and all that kind of stuff. So to me, if I get on here and I stream for an hour and I have several people watching and maybe a couple people interacting, that to me, I can sign off at the end of the day and go, okay, that's one other thing I did that was something other than just laying around doing nothing. So, if you ever catch me live, if you've never seen a live stream, me doing one, and you catch me, now, several days back, I had a good live stream for over 3 hours, and we had Self-Destruct on, Mr. Self-Destruct, Reverend Self-Destruct, and that was really cool. That was like 3 or 4 days ago, and I don't know what made that day so special, because that day we streamed, and we had, like, I don't know, a good handful of people watch, like, at any given time. Like, you know, the viewer count went up to about 5 or 6 at least at any given time. And then there was like 4 or 5 people throughout the chat communicating, like, at different intervals, and bringing up different topics or asking questions that proceeded to move the stream along, you know. And then also having someone on with me split screen to bounce off of also helps. But when you're just doing it, if I'm just doing it in front of the camera by myself and you guys come to watch, it's when you actually start talking in the chat that really, that's what I'm really there to try to bounce off of, like, if I'm just by myself, you know. So anytime you come into the chat, feel free to speak up. If you're having something on your mind and you just want to get it out, feel free to say something in the chat to me. Don't ever think you can't bring up something just because I'm talking about something else. I'm open to hearing whatever someone has as a question or topic, or sharing about their personal experience or anything. Let's get out of here. This video turned out to be longer than I expected. I said I was going to try to make it shorter than, you know, normal, which even 10 to 12 minutes ain't that long, but it just takes a minute to upload the longer the video is, because I'm just on a phone. I don't use Wi-Fi or anything. Now, whether I'll stream today or not after church is kind of like up in the air. It'll depend on what do I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I haven't walked this morning. I could go for a walk. My dog's in. I can leave her and go out, walk for about 15, 20 minutes and come back and then kind of try to freshen up and be ready. But if I don't get that walk in, I'm going to have to try to get a walk in after church and do some other things. So we'll just see what happens. If I don't get on here and do a stream today, it's not going to be the end of the world, and hopefully you can catch me in the next coming days of this week. And I would like to see anybody, you know, show up if you want to. Y'all have a wonderful day. Until next time, Mr. Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. Ditto.